Well, you want to know what the cost of living in Fort Lauderdale is? Well, in this video, this one right here, we're going to be talking about all of that. So stay tuned. Hey my friends, it's Pierre Nicholson from Florida Star Realty down here in beautiful South Florida. If you want to know everything about living down here in South Florida, anywhere in West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, then hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. Listen, we've been getting a lot of calls, texts, emails every single day, and we absolutely love it. So if you're considering moving down here to beautiful South Florida, anywhere in West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, then give us a call, send us a text, send us an email, even leave a comment below, and we'll be glad to help, because we have your back when it comes to moving here to South Florida. All right, let's get into it. We all know Fort Lauderdale is famous for its beaches, its arts, its culture and events, from shopping on Las Olas Boulevard to gondola rides on the canal to having a historic riverfront. That's why everybody wants to live down here. But what is the price tag on that? That's what we're here for. So let's find that out. So let me tell you how we're gonna do this whole thing. I'm gonna put up some numbers, and these numbers are based upon the U.S. National Cost of Living Index, which is 100. So any number you see above 100 is more than the U.S. national average. Any number you see below 100 is less than the U.S. national average. And I don't want you to say, hey, Pierre, he just making this whole thing up as he goes. Listen, all this data has been sourced from Sperlin's Best Places / Fast Forward Inc., the U.S. Census Bureau, American Community Survey, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, now that we have gotten that out the way, let's move forward. So the first category we're gonna be talking about is housing. So for the average price for a home in the US is more than $231,000. In Fort Lauderdale, the average price for a home is more than $314,000. And why I feel like the housing prices in Fort Lauderdale is higher is because you gotta understand, there's over 23 miles of beach here. There's over 300 miles canal system here in Fort Lauderdale. So there's a lot of waterfront properties that go for millions. That's raising those prices up, okay? All right, and let's talk about rent. The average price for a studio apartment in the US is $821. In Fort Lauderdale, that's $921. For a one bedroom in the US is $930. In Fort Lauderdale, that's $1,110. For a two bedroom across the US is $1,148. In Fort Lauderdale is $1,413. For a three bedroom, the average cost in the US is $1,537. In Fort Lauderdale is $2,044. For a four bedroom, average cost across the US is $1,791. For a four bedroom in Fort Lauderdale is $2,484. So look, these are just average prices. So you might find some places that are cheaper, and you might find some places that are more expensive. But like they say in real estate, location, 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 baby. So the next category I'm gonna be talking about is grocery. So compared to the national average, Fort Lauderdale comes in at 107.6. So that means we're slightly above the US national average, but I personally believe that that's because a lot of the supermarkets down here carry a lot of organic items like Whole Foods. Whole Foods carry organic anyways, but Whole Foods, Costco, Trader Joe's, down here we have Publix and Winn-Dixie's, and in certain areas you're gonna find that there's a more demand for organic, fresh stuff, and also you have a lot of tourists come down here, so there's a wider range of wine and different alcohols down here. So you're gonna find that, and that kind of drive the prices up a little bit on those specialty items. But other than that, I think we're pretty much the same with the national average, okay? All right, also you have restaurants. Compared to the national average, restaurants is at 103.5. So we're slightly higher than the national average, but to be honest, you have lots and lots and lots of fabulous restaurants with fabulous scenery. Again, I'm gonna keep saying this, we have over 23 miles of beach, we have over 300 miles of canal systems. So there's not only waterfront property, there's a lot of waterfront restaurants. Listen, Fort Lauderdale, the whole South Florida is an outdoor culture. So you're gonna find a lot of restaurants that got outdoor seating, and you're looking at the water, or if it's a little higher up, you're overlooking the water, you're seeing the sunset. The atmosphere is beautiful, okay? So the next category I'm gonna be talking about is utilities. So for the utilities, where Fort Lauderdale stands in the national average, the number is at 96.4, which is lower than the national average. So for price of electricity, you could pay around $0 to over $500 down here in Fort Lauderdale. It gets hot. Not to mention all the appliances and stuff, TVs down here. That most likely your stove is electric, right? So that's gonna drive up your electricity bill, especially in the summer. But reason why I say $0 is because this is sunny South Florida, so you're gonna see a lot of solar panels on the roof. So a lot of people is getting electricity for free, and also if you have an electric car, they're getting their gas for free. So as far as water, to get water connected, you have to pay a deposit, and it depends on the home. So for a single family home, the minimum deposit is $181. Most likely it might be more. Guess what? You get that money back. After 12 months of consistent payment, you get that money back. Or if you cut your water off before the 12 months, you get that money back. Also, how your water is billed, how your usage is charged for your water usage, you're charged $2.45 per 3,000 gallon. That's just the first tier, and that keeps going up and up and up. That's not that bad at all, man. That's pretty good. For trash, you're gonna spend, for a single family home, you're gonna spend around $40.70, and you get 3 bins. You get a trash, you get a recycle bin, you get a lawn bin, and the trucks come as early as 7 o'clock in the morning. As far as internet, the average cost of internet is between $30 to $70 a month. That's regular across the board, okay? So the next category I'm gonna be talking about is healthcare. So compared to the US national average, Fort Lauderdale is at 96.8. So that means we're lower than the national average. And the reason being, I feel, is because there's a lot of older people that retire here, and because of that, there's a lot of great healthcare systems built around here, a lot of hospitals and private hospitals that's down here. And when you got a lot of business fighting for your attention, that kind of drives the price down a little bit. So because of that, I feel like that's where we're probably a little bit under the US national average. So the next category I'm gonna be talking about is transportation. Now, compared to the national average, Fort Lauderdale is at 130. So that means we're above the national average. So let me start with the bus. The bus, you got the BCT, which is Broward County Transit. And for a one-way pass, it's $2. For all-day pass, that's $5. For a 31-day pass, that's $70. Now, if you're under 18 or if you're over 65 years of age, one-way pass is $1, an all-day pass is $4, and a 31-day pass is $40. And if you're a college student, a 31-day pass is $50. Now down here, they got something called the Express Bus that'll bring you from Fort Lauderdale, which is in Broward County, all the way to Miami-Dade County. So that typically costs $2.65. But again, if you're under 18 or over the age of 65, that's only gonna cost you $1.30. Those express buses, they're pretty cool because they go straight from Fort Lauderdale all the way to Miami straight. So if you work in Miami, but you want to live in Broward and you don't want to drive, you can actually just take the bus. You can take an express route and it will get you there pretty quick, okay? The next is a train. Now, Fort Lauderdale don't have a train system like the typical like other states do, but what they have down here is a TriRail and what they call the Bright Line. Now, the difference between the TriRail and the Bright Line, the TriRail mostly run parallel to 95 from Miami to West Palm Beach. And I know the Bright Line, it passes through more of downtown Miami, through Fort Lauderdale to West Palm, and soon it's gonna be traveling to Orlando, Tampa, and perhaps one day Jacksonville. So that's gonna be like awesome, okay? But let's start with the TriRail. As you can see here, highlighted on the map, there are 6 different zones, right? And it runs from Miami Airport all the way up to West Palm Beach Airport and a little bit above that. So as you see here, they got different prices. If you go one way through a zone, that's $250. Through another zone, that's $375 all the way down. Round trip is $5, $750. In the TriRail, it's pretty comfortable. They got 2 levels. I've taken it before, you know, coming from the airport, Fort Lauderdale Airport. I've taken it all the way down to Miami. I know friends that have taken it from West Palm Beach and come all the way down to go to Fort Lauderdale, go to Miami. So it was a pretty nice train. So on to Bright Line. So Bright Line is pretty fast. If you want to get to Miami, you can get to Miami within a half an hour, or you could get to West Palm Beach within a half an hour. Soon try and get Bright Line, go to Orlando and to all these other places in record times. So it's actually gonna be faster than driving. You usually gotta go on the website and find out how much it costs, but it typically costs $10 per leg. And trust me, look, when I went up in the Bright Line, I almost felt like I was going in the airport. It has an airport feel. You got the lobby, they got food. If you got a VIP ticket, you go in the VIP area. I mean, it's a wonderful experience. They did a great job. You have opportunity while you're on the train to buy food, alcohol, snacks. If you got a job in Miami, you can go back and forth to Miami quick, okay? We don't have a conventional train system, but because of that, what I feel is a lot of people drive down here and maybe they make up for that in cheaper gas prices. Because down here, the average low gas price, you can find a low as $209 all the way to $231, all the way to $299 regular. But most of the time, you're just gonna find it for $230 something, right? But gas is usually cheap down here, okay? Compared to the national average. So the next category we're gonna be talking about is daycare. So for daycare, the average cost of daycare down here in South Florida is $725 per month. Well, I personally currently pay $870 per month, and believe it or not, I used to pay $1,090 per month. So let me tell you how we picked our daycare. We picked 10 daycares, ranging from the cheapest one we could find to the most expensive ones we could find, and everything in between. And we had criteria. We wanted to be diverse. We want them to learn something, what the curriculum is there, if they got any type of curriculum, what they're gonna do during the day. We wanted it close to our job or close to where we live, so it'd be easy for us to pick them up. If just in case of emergency or anything, we could go there quick. I forgot what else we had in our criteria, but we had a pretty healthy criteria. So what we did is we looked around at all these different places, all these different daycares, and after that we picked out what we want. But man, like, I would go to one daycare and I'd be like, oh, this is it. We don't need to see nothing more. This is it. And wife would be like, nah, we gotta go to the next one. I said, all right. I go to the next one. I'd be like, oh man, this is it. We don't gotta see nothing else. And wife was like, we still gotta look. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them was home runs, but some of them was like, oh man, hell nah. And you'd be surprised. Sometimes the ones that cost, you'd be like, hell no, like, where's the money going to? And some of them that's a little bit cheaper, you'd be like, wow, they really got things together. They're, you could tell that they're highly organized. So the school we end up picking was the most expensive and wasn't the most cheapest, but it's the one we picked based upon what ticked off most of the boxes in our criteria, what we wanted. So if you want to pick a good school for yourself, put the criteria of all the stuff that you want, get a list of schools and go visit them. So last but not least, although this is not a category, I want to throw this out there. If you don't know, now you know, Florida has no state taxes. That's right, no state taxes. Zip, zilch, zero. Okay? So if you come down here and you get a job down here, that means you got a little bit more in your paycheck to enjoy this beautiful weather. Hey my friends, thank you for watching this video. And remember, if you're thinking about moving down here to South Florida, anywhere in West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, then give me a call, send me a text, send me an email, leave a comment below, and I'll be glad to help because I got your back when it comes to moving here to South Florida. Until next time, peace!